Evening, folks. Evening, evening. Pleased to see you here. Pleased to see so many of my old musicians friends here this evening. I'm glad to see they aren't all melted away. Let me just check out this tune in 1/2 a sec. There you are. She's right on. You're looking at an old banjo picker up here today. As Henry was saying, I had just come back from the States about a week ago, or a little longer than that now, I guess. And that damn airplane ride over here from L.A. was going against the time, and I was just getting used to that, and I landed here in the middle of an oven, which I'm not getting used to, and I just went up to Austria for a festival and come back yesterday or last night, about 12 o'clock. So I think that my little girl's going to have to carry me home this evening after this. Well, I'll start out here with my old friend and starter-outer that I've been using for 30 years of starting shows. And that's the Muleskinner Blues. And after all these thousands of times I sang this song, well, I guess I could say it still is my favorite. Now, good morning, Captain. Good morning, son. Yeah, good morning, Captain. Good morning, son. And do you need another muleskinner out on your new mud run? Now, hey there, little water boy, bring your bucket round. Yeah, hey there, little water boy, bring your bucket round. And if you don't like your job, put your water bucket down. Well, I'm a-working on that new road, pay $1 and a dime a day. I'm a-working on that new road, $1 and a dime a day. I got 3 women waiting on a Saturday night just to draw my pay. Well, I'm a-working on that new road, and I'm a-rolling all the time. I'm a-working on that new road, rolling all the time. I can pop my initials on the mules behind. Now T for Texas, T for Tennessee. Yeah, T for Texas, T for Tennessee. Well, I love old Thelma, but she made a fool of me. Now, good morning, Captain. Good morning, son. Yeah, good morning, Captain. Good morning, son. And do you need another Muleskinner out on your new mud run? Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I'm going to stick with some oldies. As I say, we're recording this, and I'm going to do some songs that you heard before, but in amongst it all, I'll throw in a few songs of the last record, Along the Way one. And I'll do another old favorite of mine that I've done umpteen dozen thousand times, and I sure do like it. And it was a song that I used over there in America, on American audiences, which I hadn't touched for 20 years. And the last 3 hairs that I had fell out at that trip. I found out I could speak English all right, but I sure don't know American language anymore. And the name of this song is Darlin Cora. This is the thinking part. Wake up, Darlin Cora. What makes you sleep so sound? Oh, the revenue officers come on just to break your old still house down. Oh, the first time I saw Darlin Cora, she was standing in the sand. She was looking kind of worried bad about her man. Wake up, Darlin Cora. What makes you sleep so sound? Oh, the revenue officers come on just to break your old still house down. Oh, the next time I saw Darlin Cora, she was standing in the door. She was looking kind of pretty, and I liked the dress she wore. Wake up, Darlin Cora. What makes you sleep so sound? Oh, the revenue officers come on just to break your old still house down. Dig a hole in the meadow. dig a hole in the ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, just to lay Darlin Cora down. Wake up, Darlin Cora. What makes you sleep so sound? Oh, the revenue officers come on, just to break your old still house down. Oh, the last time I saw Darlin Cora, she was standing in the square, 2 6-guns strapped around her middle, and her low-down man was there. Wake up, Darlin Cora. What makes you sleep so sound? Oh, the revenue officers come on, just to break your old still house down. Just to break your old still house down. Just to break your old still house down. Okay, along this old batch, I'll give you one more of this particular bunch, and this is a song that I always did like, even as far back as I can remember. When I was a little boy, you know, I thought, oh Jesus, this song was the best one ever. And nobody particularly ever sang it to me, but I used to hear it on the radio occasionally when I was around the radio as a little boy, and it's called the Freight Train Blues. But it's kind of one of those songs where you need a high voice to do it really right, and I don't have a high voice. I had a high voice when I was a kid. Used to give my mother the blues, but it wasn't exactly what I was aiming at. But anyway, I was sitting down at home a year or so ago, a couple of years back. It was winter time, I think. I had my shoes off, my feet up by the stove, warming them. And I was a-thinking and fooling with the banjo, or maybe the banjo was fooling with me. And this little melody come out, and I thought, well, by cracky hell's bells, that little melody should just about fit the words to the Freight Train Blues. And so here's what it come out like. I was born in Dixie in a boomer shack, just a little shanty by the railroad track. The humming of the drivers was my lullaby. Freight train whistle taught me how to cry. Freight train blues got 'em in the middle of the ramblin' shoes. Freight train blues got 'em in the middle of the ramblin' shoes. I know I'm old enough to quit just running around. to ride 100 times that old down. Every time I find a place I want to stay, freight train whistle send me on my way. Freight train blues, got 'em in the middle of my rambling shoes. Freight train blues, got 'em in the middle of my rambling shoes. My daddy is a farmer and my mama, dear, was the only daughter of an engineer. Sweetie is a brakeman and it ain't no joke. Shame the way she keeps her poor man broke. Freight train blues, got 'em in the middle of my rambling shoes. Freight train blues, got 'em in the middle of my rambling shoes. That's the part I made up myself. Thanks. Dank je wel, dank je. Let me take a shot of this orange juice here. Yeah. Huh? What is the... yeah, what would you like me to sing? Dixie Darling, all right. And what's the next one? Can't remember it, eh? Well, I'll sing you Dixie Darling. Okay, hold on here a second. We're working up an act here. Holy cow. You know, when we made this record along the way, we spent one afternoon taking photographs for the cover. And it was the damnedest thing you ever saw. Little Rebecca Hanna, she sees that photographer taking all those pictures. And the next thing you know, she's up there sitting on the seat beside me, and her little arms was around my neck, and she was smiling and making all kinds of pretty faces at the camera. And I thought, well, what kind of a little monster is she going to be? Already stealing the show from old Dad. All right, I dedicate this song to you, Rebecca. It's my Dixie Darling. My Dixie darling, listen to the song I sing. Beneath that silver moon, banjo right into you. I love no one but you, heart's ever true, my Dixie darling, Dixie queen. Now I'm going down south to have a big time, see my girl in old Carolina. I'll drink my booze and do as I please, for all them girls along to squeeze. Singing a song, a Dixie darling, there's where I long to be going, down where the jelly roll growing with my Dixie queen. My Dixie darling, listen to the song I sing. Beneath that silver moon, banjo right into you. I love no one but you, heart's ever true, my Dixie darling, Dixie queen. Dixie darling, listen to the song I sing. Beneath that silver moon, banjo right into you. I love no one but you, heart's ever true, my Dixie darling, Dixie queen. I'm going down south to have a big time, see my girl in old Carolina. I'll drink my booze and do as I please, for all them girls along to squeeze. Singing a song of Dixie Darling, there's where I long to be going, down where the jelly roll growing with my Dixie Queen. My Dixie Darling, listen to the song I sing, beneath that silver moon, banjo right in tune. I love no one but you, heart's ever true, my Dixie Darlin, Dixie Queen. Way down south the Mason-Dixie line, down where the honeysuckles are entwined, down where the southern winds are blowing, there's where the daisy's growing. The girls of the north in the gay finery, whirling around society, singing a song of Dixie Darling, where I long to be. My Dixie Darling, listen to the song I sing, beneath that silver moon, banjo right in tune. I love no one but you, heart's ever true, my Dixie Darling, Dixie Queen. Dank je wel, dank je. Okay, I'm going to give you another childhood favorite of mine, and this is one that I've known and loved and heard 1,000 times, but for some reason or other I could never get it on the banjo, no matter how hard I tried. And if I did get it, I just didn't feel right about it at all. But about a year or so ago, I was sitting down at home by the stove, had my shoes off. I was just thinking it was snowing outside. When I'm home, I spend a lot of time around the stove with my shoes off. And I got a fooling around with the banjo, and by golly, the song just come out like that. I was amazed. I fell off of the chair. My wife helped me back up. I'm getting older, you know. I put my shoes on, and I come running outside, and I've been singing it to everybody ever since. And it's called Trouble in Mind, I'm Blue. Trouble in mind, well, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. Sun's gonna shine in my back door someday. I'm gonna lay my head on some lonesome railroad line. The 229 can pacify my worried mind. Trouble and love come to me, and it sure did blow my mind. Sometimes I feel like living, sometimes I feel like dying. Trouble in mind, well, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. The wind's gonna come and blow my blues away. I'm gonna lay my head on some lonesome railroad line. The 229 can pacify my worried mind. Trouble in mind, well, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. Sun's gonna come and shine my blues away. Dun-dun-dun, yeah-da-da-da-dee-da-da. Em-da-dee-da-da, em-dum-da-dum-da-da. There you are. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Now I'm a rich, but a rambling boy. Many a cities I did enjoy, and now I married me a pretty little wife, and I loved her dearer than I loved my life. She was pretty, both neat and gay, 'cause meet her up the broad highway. I robbed it, yes, I do declare, and I made myself 10,000 there. Now I'm a rich, but a rambling boy. Many a cities I did enjoy, and now I married me a pretty little wife, and I loved her dearer than I loved my life. Now my mother said she's all alone. Sister said she has no home. My wife she left in sad despair, with an aching heart and a baby fair. Now I'm a rich, but a rambling boy. Many a cities I did enjoy, and now I married me a pretty little wife, and I loved her dearer than I loved my life. Now when I die, don't you bury me at all. Place me away in alcohol. My 44 put by my feet. Tell everyone I'm just asleep. Now I'm a rich but a Ramblin Boy. Many a cities I did enjoy, and now I married me a pretty little wife, and I loved her dearer than I love my life. Dankjewel, dank je. Well, I had a request earlier. I almost forgot it. The name of this song is one that got quite well known all over in America and here and there and everywhere else, I guess, or a lot of places else. And it's a song I made up myself many years ago now. And it's an anti-war song, a war protest song, but I made it up way before Vietnam. I made it up during the time of the Korean War. And the Korean War also was what you call a dirty, bad business, a business that should never have happened, but it did. And the name of the song is called Portland Town. That's where I'm from, is Portland, Oregon. And it's a song about some people who lost their children in the Korean War. And the song comes from an old couple. The song, they didn't have anything to do with making it up, but the idea came from an old couple, older couple, I should say, perhaps 60 years old, 65 years old, that had had one child, a boy, and he had been sent to Korea, and he had been killed in Korea. And at that time in America, they had the un-American activities going on, and they were saying that if you heard anybody talking bad about the American fiasco in Korea, the American war in Korea, you should report it to the FBI or the police force because they might be communist spies. Ridiculous thing. And there was a lot of people that were against the war and afraid to say so because of that. And then there were a lot of those that, like the last one, like Vietnam, they thought, oh, this is the good war, we're saving the world from communism, etc., etc. And then there were those of us who did open our mouths and complain about it and talked about it as much as we could. And for our efforts, we were put in front of the Un-American Activities Committee and beat up on the streets. I was beat up on the streets one time for it. And this old couple believed, like I did, that it was an economic, political war, and their one and only child had been killed. And the way they said it to me is they felt like he had been murdered, and they were broken-hearted. They were beyond that, they were crushed. And I'll tell you this, oddly enough, I've been for years doing this song, and I have yet to give the right word or find the right word to describe how those people felt. They were really, truly crushed. And when they told me about it, it really hit home right in your heart. And I just felt terrible for a long time. I still do, but for a long time it really hit hard. And so I was some months later up in Hollywood, California, and I was sitting in a little room. I had sort of slipped away from the folk scene and everything. I wanted some peace and quiet. And I was sitting in a room drinking a bottle of wine, my banjo and me. I got to drink all the wine my banjo doesn't drink. And this song, Portland Town, just came out. And I guess you could say it's sort of a projection song. I projected myself into those people and tried to imagine how it would feel to lose my children that way. I was born in Portland Town. I was born in Portland Town. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. I was married in Portland Town. I was married in Portland Town. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Children I had 1, 2, 3. Children I had 1, 2, 3. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Frank, Jimmy, and Johnny made 3. Frank, Jimmy, and Johnny made 3. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Sent my children off to war. Sent my children off to war. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Killed my children 1, 2, 3. Killed my children 1, 2, 3. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Murdered my children 1, 2, 3. Murdered my children 1, 2, 3. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I won't have no kids no more. I won't have no kids no more. No, I won't. No, I won't. No, I won't. Well, I'll give you a couple more, and then I'm going to start packing up. I'm getting kind of tired-ish up here. The name of this song is The Grand Coulee Dam, and here's how she goes. Now the world holds 7 wonders, as the travelers always tell. There's some gardens and some towers. Well, I guess you know them well. But now the greatest wonder lies in Uncle Sam's fair land. She's a big Columbia River and that big Grand Coulee Dam. She heads up the Canadian Rockies, where the rippling waters glide. Comes a tumbling down the canyon, till she meets the salty tide. From that big Pacific Ocean, where the sun sinks in the west, it's that big Grand Coulee country. It's some land I love the best. that misty crystal glitter of that wild and windward spray. They fought the pounding waters, and they died in a watery grave. When their boats were smashed to splinters, and she gave men dreams to dream. The day the Coulee Dam was crossed by that wild and wasted stream. Uncle Sam took up the challenge in the year of 33 for the farmer and the factories and all of you and me. He said, roll along Columbia, you can roll down to the sea, but river, while you ramble, you can do some work for me. Now in Washington and Oregon, you can hear the factories hum, making chrome and making manganese and white aluminum. There starts another wheat field in the fight for Uncle Sam. In that big King Columbia River by the big Grand Coulee Dam. I tell you, I am kind of tired, so what I'll do is I'll give you one more song and I'll sit down, drink my orange juice, and let my little girl, Rebecca, carry her old dad home to bed. And I'd like to dedicate this song to you folks, because you came here to listen to me tonight. You've been sitting in the heat, thirsty and dry, and I want to say thanks to you. I'll sing you the best song I know, the most important song I know, and a nice one to go home with, because it's a philosophical song. And it's not only philosophical, but it has a guarantee to it. It's guaranteed to help you when you're melting in the heat, lost all your money, down and out, got the blues, or your mother and father run away from home with a guitar and banjo on their back, which is happening today. Yeah, I run into some young folks over there that's all worried. They went to the police to put out a lost... Police is looking for lost parents now. And anyway, the name of the song is The Rock, and here's how she goes. Next Monday morning, or tomorrow morning, or the next morning, when you're sitting there thinking, Jesus, when's God going to turn the light off? You know, it's melting away, and you can't find your socks, and you're wondering why in the world you was ever born. I want you to promise me that you'll think of this song, because for sure it can help you out. Well, I wished I was a rock sitting on a hill, doing nothing all day long but just sitting still. Wouldn't sleep and I wouldn't eat and I wouldn't even wash. Well, I'd just sit still 1,000 years and rest myself, but gosh. Now that was philosophical, you gotta admit that. But here comes the part that's called sheer naked dynamite. This is the part that helps, the philosophical part. Dum dicky dang dong. And I wouldn't even wash. Well, I'd just sit still 1,000 years and rest myself, but gosh, dum dee. Well, by golly, I was hoping you'd do that. This thing is just getting a little bit low there, right? Well, now, let's see. What am I going to... Banjo, what should we do now? What? Huh? Oh. The banjo come up with a good suggestion. Now listen, some of you might know this melody or the words, and if you feel so like it, why, hum along with me. I was doing this song, it's called The Valley, and I was doing it down in Ghent one night, and everybody in the place hummed the melody behind me, and it was beautiful. Autumn time is getting closer. Soon green leaves will start to fade. Dripping rain, they'll start to fall. Summer's gone and passed away. Children's hopes are like green tree leaves. They soon fade and tumble down to come to rest in that lonesome valley where they never can again be found. That lonesome valley's name is sadness. Flowers there are colored blue. Autumn leaves are colored sorrow. There's not many left to fall. Children's hopes are like green tree leaves. They soon fade and tumble down to come to rest in that lonesome valley where they never can again be found. Children's hopes are like green tree leaves. They soon fade and tumble down to come to rest in that lonesome valley, where they never can again be found. Wind played rain will be the music played up on those falling leaves. Play deep within that frost-white valley. Summer's gone and passed away. Children's hopes are like green tree leaves. They soon fade and tumble down. They come to rest in that lonesome valley, where they never can again be found. Children's hopes are like green tree leaves. They soon fade and tumble down. They come to rest in that lonesome valley, where they never can again be found. Anyway, friends, thank you very much for coming this evening. I enjoyed myself singing for you, and I hope you enjoyed yourself too. Thanks for joining me in the last song. Bless your hearts. Don't melt away, and I'll see you one of these times. Keep it swinging.